Welcome back to statistics. Today we're going to be looking at Unit 5, measures of spread. So we have a lot of vocabulary words for today. So please look at your vocabulary sheet and write down the definitions for each one of these words. So we're going to be looking at measures and spread. One of these is range. We're also going to be looking at quartiles and using five different numbers from data to summarize what is happening over the course of the data. Bring up this page. There it goes. And we're going to be looking at box plot. Box and whiskers is a way of representing data. So let's go ahead and start off with our first example. So let's take a look at example 1. What is the range of the score of data? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with putting this data in order from smallest to largest. So our smallest number is 62. Then we have 70, 79, 83, 88, 91, and 99. So now what we're going to do is we're going to subtract the biggest number from the smallest number. So 99 minus 62 is 37. So this is the range of this data set. This data set is over 37 numbers. Let's take a look at example 2. With example 2, now we're going to make a box plot, also known as a box and whiskers plot. So let's start off with putting our numbers in order from smallest to largest. So our smallest number is 1215. Then we have 1275 or 77. Then we have 1342, 1405, 1516, there it is, 1516, 1520, 1670, 2060, 2187, and then lastly 2788. So this is our minimum number. This is our maximum number. That means when we make our box and whiskers plot, we have to have the smallest number being 1215 and our largest number being 2788. Next, we want to figure out what is our middle. So we're going to start working our way to the middle. And then we're going to see that we have two numbers in the middle. So we have these two numbers in the middle. So we're going to add these together. So 15, 16 plus 15, 20 divided by 2. That gives me 15, 18. And that is known as our middle of our box plot. Our first quartile. Our first quartile is the middle of the first half of our data. That's going to be this number right here. So this is quartile 1. Our third quartile is the middle of this data over here. And so our third quartile is going to be 2060. So this is quartile 3. So we have the middle, or the mean, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3, and then our max. Now what we're going to do is make our box and whiskers plot. So we're going to start off with a line. Now I'm going to start putting in the numbers. So the first one is going to be 1200. And we're going to go by hundreds. So this will be 1300. This will be 1400. This will be 1500. This will be 1600. This will be 1700. This will be 1800. 2000. 2001. 2002. 2004. 2005. 2600. 2007. 2800. And that's where our data is going to end because our biggest number is right there. So we can just, so we'll just put the data from here to here. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a point over our smallest number, so it's about right there. We're going to put a point next to our largest number, which is about right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put 3 lines. Our first line is going to be at quartile 1, which is at 1342. So 1342 is about right here. Our next one's going to be at our quartile 2, which is right in the middle. So it's going to be at 1518. So 1518, so about right there. And then our third one's going to be at quartile 3, which is at 2060. 2060, so about right there. This makes the box. And then we extend it here. This is the whiskers. That's why it's known as a box and whiskers plot. So again, we started off with putting our numbers in order from smallest to largest. After we did that, we found the middle of the entire set, and then we found the middle of the bottom and the middle of the top. Now let's take a look at example 3. We want to find our interquartile range for example 3. So to find the interquartile range, I'm going to start off with putting the numbers in order from smallest to largest. So our smallest number, that's going to be negative 20. Then we have negative 18. Then we have negative 18, negative 15, negative 14, negative 13, and negative 8. So this is our minimum. This is our maximum. Now we're going to start working our way to the middle, and we're going to find in the middle, quartile 2, is negative 15. Now we're going to find the middle of this, which is right here. So this is our quartile 1. Find the middle of this. This is our quartile 3. Interquartile range. So what we're going to do is we're going to subtract what our quartile 3 is by what our quartile 1 is. So in this case, it's going to be negative 13 minus negative 18, which gives us a difference of 5. So our range is 5. In a data set, the standard deviation shows how the data derived from the mean. So we're going to figure out how close to the mean our data is. So first we want to start off with finding this Greek letter right here known as mu. After we find mu, then we're going to find mu minus whatever our data is, and then we're going to square it. Then we're going to sum all that together, divide that by the number in our data, and then we're going to take the square root. So let's start off. Let's find our mu. So that gives me 27,300 plus 12,333 plus 15570. All this is from up here. All this is from up here. Plus 21,610 plus 17,413 plus 25,772 plus 18,230. And all that is going to be divided by 7. So this gives us 19,747. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, subtract it by this, and square it. So for our first one, it's going to be 19,747 minus 27,300 squared gives me 57,047,809. And we're going to keep going. So this is going to be a lot of writing. 19,747 minus 12,333 squared gives me 54,967,396. Next one is going to be 19,747 minus 15,570 squared. That gives me 17,447,329. Then we have 19747 minus 21610 squared. That gives me 3470,769. Then we have 19747 minus 17413 squared gives me 5447556. 19747. I think that looked like a better 4. Minus 25772 squared gives me 36300,625. 19747 minus 18230 squared is 2301289. So there's all the squares of them. Now I'm going to add all these up. When I add all these up, I get 176982773. So now that I've summed it, I'm going to divide it by the number I have. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different numbers in my set. So 176982773. We're going to take that and we're going to divide that by 7. And when I do, that gives me about 25283,253. And to find the standard deviation, I'm going to take the square root of this. So take the square root of this, 25283,256, which gives you about 5028. So what that roughly gives you is how far above and how far below our numbers are compared to what our mean is. So go through all the vocabulary words for today. Take a look at the 2 different learned examples we have, box plot and standard deviation, and they're going to use these to answer the questions.